Hi there, my name's Caitlin. I am from grassfedgirl.com. I'm a holistic nutrition consultant and I have been working on healing my Hashimoto's thyroid disease for the past 10 years. And most recently, I have found the carnivore diet to be very effective and helpful. So this is a 10-month update on my carnivore diet progress. So first things first, what am I eating? I am eating 2 meals a day. I tried a little bit of fasting, but I have a history of restrictive dieting and it just really makes me crazy when I try to fast. So I'm eating 2 meals a day. I usually eat about 2 pounds of meat a day, or if I eat some eggs or some fish, I might eat a little bit less meat. So about 2 pounds generally. So usually 2 meals, so maybe I'll eat some ground beef and some eggs, and then the next meal I'll eat a ribeye or vice versa. I can eat a ribeye in the morning, it doesn't really matter. But 2 meals, usually about 10 and about 6, something like that, 5 or 6. I like to not eat too late because then it affects my digestion. So that's kind of what I've been eating. A lot of you guys ask me about organ meats. I do try to eat liver a few times a week. Doesn't always happen, but I try my best and I do like it a lot. So I grew up eating fried chicken livers here in the South, but now I just usually make pate, or I will just saute them with a little bit of ghee, and it's pretty good. I don't have any problem with liver. A lot of you guys ask me about dairy. I do better on minimal dairy, if none at all. That is the best for me. I find when I eat too much dairy, I start gaining weight or I get more bloated. So I try to just eat ghee only. I'm not saying I'm perfect. Every once in a while I'll eat some cheese. I try to eat goat cheese if I'm gonna eat some cheese because that seems a little less inflammatory for me. But I try to reduce the dairy at all possible because that seems to make me feel my best, and it helps with my, seems to help a little bit with my inflammation and my antibodies and stuff like that. Okay, so what improvements have I seen on carnivore? Well, the first month I lost 10 pounds. That was pretty awesome. That was enough to definitely keep me going. I started feeling a lot better. So the first thing was losing the 10 pounds. And then since then, I've gone from like a size 14 to a size 10. And that's been really great because I never thought I'd be a size 10 again. And it was kind of like a tight size 14, and now I'm like a 10. So it's pretty awesome. And I feel like it's even more, I feel like I've lost even more than that. The biggest reasons I wanted to try the carnivore diet, and my friend Vivica told me, my friend from the Nourish Caveman, told me to try it, was because it would help my constipation. I have really slow digestion ever since I got the Hashimoto's diagnosis, which is a low thyroid, which makes your metabolism slow down, your whole body slow down. So that was one of the big drivers for me, and it has helped so much. One of the biggest keys though for me is electrolytes. So I have to take my electrolytes every single day. And you know, people say electrolytes, it can be confusing. What does that even mean? Well, for me, I just take this Redmond salt, and I take about 2 or 3 teaspoons a day, and I just love it. I don't worry about all the different electrolytes. This seems to be enough for me, so I just take about 2 or 3 teaspoons a day in addition to my food, and this is a game changer. If I don't get this, then everything else doesn't work right. So this will affect your mood, energy, your digestion, so it'll affect your cravings. All that will be off if you don't get your salt, okay? So make sure and do that. Next thing is thyroid. So my thyroid, my doctor dropped my thyroid medication from 125 milligrams to now 90. So that's pretty awesome. And I'm about to do another test and we'll see what, I'm anticipating another reduction in medication. So that's pretty good in 10 months, I think. And I really due for another test, but I didn't have time to get that before I did this video. So I'll do a follow-up video that's just all about just thyroid, okay? So I do take desiccated thyroid medication, but like I said, I've been able to drop that, and that means you get the active T3 and the T4. So not most synthetic medications are just T4 only. Next one I will talk about is my skin. So I wanted to get close up for this. My skin has gotten way better. I mean, I've always had pretty good skin, but it seems like even my face has changed. I don't know how to explain it. I've heard other people talk about it. I feel like the inflammation has gone down, but my skin has like a special shine to it or something. And also I feel like, I don't know, the right places are more plump and the other places are less plump. I don't know what to say, but my skin has definitely improved, and this is natural light, so I'm pretty excited about that. Another big change is that I'm way less tired. So I had a very, very bad problem with my energy when I first got Hashimoto's, which is understandable, and you need a lot of time to rest and recuperate. It has been better ever since I've been on thyroid medication, but I still have problems with my energy sometimes. But this diet of eating mostly meat, all meat and eggs and fish and stuff like that has been amazing. Like, I sleep so much better and I'm so much less tired. Like, I can sleep through like a train wreck now, and used to be I would drop, anything would like wake me up, but now I sleep more soundly and I sleep all the way through the night. I sleep just much more, just like deep sleep, and then I wake up less tired. And then even if I wake up really early, I will not be able to take a nap. It's almost like my circadian rhythms are rewired, so if it's light out, I just can't sleep. And sometimes I'll think, I'll take a nap later, but I just never do. The whole day just keeps going and I just forget about taking a nap. So that's pretty amazing, because I used to be a huge napper, and if I didn't sleep 9 hours a night, I would have to take a nap. So I just have more energy overall, and I just have less of that, like, kind of like that cloud, just like that tired feeling. You wouldn't really understand it unless you have Hashimoto's or, some other type of disorder that, makes you super tired, maybe like chronic fatigue or something like that. But it is kind of like you're dragging rocks around. So I don't have that anymore. So that's pretty awesome. Another thing is the sugar cravings. Sugar cravings have been a huge part of my life forever. Ever since I was a kid, I have had crazy sugar cravings. I'm a sugar person. I'm a sugar addict, whatever you want to call it. I'm a sweet tooth person. When I was doing keto, I did keto for about 7, 8, 9 years, and I always had to have my stevia. I carried packets of it in my purse. I was always drinking some kind of sweetened drink. I tried to stay away from artificial sweeteners for sure, but I always had my stevia, or, I would try the erythritol, things like that. And so far I've had none of that at all. It's really amazing. I just don't even think about sweets, which, I mean, for somebody who had sweets 2 or 3 times a day before on keto, and to do this carnivore and not even think about it. But the key to that is staying full. So you have to make sure that you're full all the time, because if you are wandering around hungry, you are going to cave and eat something sweet. So make sure and fill yourself up and be satisfied, and don't be worried about counting calories or how much protein you ate or anything like that. Just eat a lot so that you will be able to ward off those sugar demons, okay? Okay, another new thing is that I started exercising when I was about 8 months into carnivore. I decided to start exercising again, and I think that has been really helpful. I didn't want to do it at first because I just couldn't handle too many changes, but now with being more settled into carnivore, knowing what I'm doing, it just felt like the right time. I started to want to exercise. It's like, I want you to want to do the dishes. So I was waiting for that feeling, and then it just came on. And so I've been trying to do it really slow, like maybe I'll do upper body one day, then lower body the next day, and then the same thing again, and kind of alternate. Or maybe I'll do upper body, lower body, then core the next day, and then you get kind of a 6th day and then take 1 day off. So that's kind of what I've been doing. And I just do kind of like 4 or 5 exercises, and I do like 2 or 3 sets, and just kind of making it small so I can wrap my head around it and not get too worked up about it, because if I make it too difficult, I will stop. So I feel like just, you know, slow and steady wins the race, and I'm feeling good about the exercise I'm doing and I'm enjoying it. So I'm just gonna do small, you know, 20-30 minute workouts, and then just let it be for that. For a while, it seemed like I couldn't gain muscle. Like even when I was doing keto and paleo, I just would work out, but nothing would ever happen, nothing would ever change. And I had serious also weight loss resistance. But now I feel like I'm actually able to build muscle. Like when I do something, I feel like I did push-ups that day or something like that. I can kind of see a little bit of progress. So that's a lot more motivating to keep up with the exercise. So in summing up, my thyroid is better, my digestion is better, I'm able to work out, my sleep is better, I've lost weight. It's all just going so awesome. I'm just thrilled with my progress, and I can't wait to keep going. And I'll make another video on my carniversary of 1 year. And like I said, I'll do another thyroid video that's more specific about that. I just hope this has been helpful. If you're struggling with your health, can be a great tool for you. If you are kind of stuck and you don't know what to do, if you have any questions, just leave them down below. And I appreciate you watching. Please subscribe, please like this video, and ring the bell. All right, thanks guys, we'll see you next time.